Hey, are you guys wondering what schools here in Fort Langley will best suit your kids? Either because you're new to the area or because your kids are just becoming of school age. In this video, I'm going to talk about everything that you need to know regarding the schools here in Fort Langley. All right, let's dive in. All right, guys, so the first school that we're going to be talking about is the Fort Langley Elementary School. So right now I'm at the corner of 88th and Bartlett Street. So I'm just about a block away from Glover Road, which is on that side, all right? Now I'm going to be walking over there right now, but just to tell you a little bit about this school here, they offer grades from kindergarten to grade 7. So one of the things that you have to be aware is that, of course, if you're looking for a place where your kids can be all the way until grade 12, this is not it, because at grade 8, they're gonna have to look for another school, okay? Now, one of the main things that make this particular school special is because they offer small classes, okay? So they're gonna have a lot of one-on-one time with their teachers, and the type of teaching that they do here is very traditional, but they also include a lot of hands-on learning, okay? That means that they take the kids out here in Fort Langley to learn outdoors, okay? So they don't keep them here all the time, so they have a lot of field trips, which of course kids love that, all right? Now, this school would work amazing for families that are looking for traditional type learning with a lot of hands-on experience for their kids, okay? So that's the cool thing about it. That's what makes this one different. They kind of include both type of learning, which of course kids love it, right? Now, if you wanted to register for this particular school, of course, you have to be living currently in Fort Langley, okay? Because they're gonna ask for your address and all that stuff. And because it's part of the Fort Langley catchment, okay? So that's all you have to do here. But there you go, that's the school back there. Again, as you can see, I probably walked for about 3-4 minutes and I'm at the school right now. So anyways, that's it. Let's move on to the next school here in Fort Langley and I'll see you there. All right, guys, so now the second school here in Fort Langley is called the Langley Fine Arts. Now, I love this school. Maybe I'm biased on it because my kids come here. But the two schools, the Langley Elementary School and this one here, are just about 3-minute drive, okay? Now, one of the big differences between this school and the one that we just talked about is that this school actually goes from kindergarten all the way to grade 12, which is amazing because I know that I'm not gonna have to switch my kids halfway through to another school. So this is definitely a plus, at least for me, but it might not be for you. Now, one of the biggest differences between this school and the one that we just talked about is that this school focuses on the arts. So it is amazing if your kids love to draw, dance, play instruments. This is definitely the school that you want for your kids. Now, this is how it works. Whenever your kids, let's say starting kindergarten, of course, they're gonna be learning a little bit of English and math and all the regular classes, but of course they put a lot of emphasis on the art. So they're gonna have a lot of drawing time, dancing, singing, and so on. So they're gonna start to kind of get them better at stuff that they love doing anyways. Now, in grade 5, they get to try, they become a little bit more specialized and they try a few specific arts, okay? Now, in grade 6, they actually get to pick an arts major, okay? So they're gonna either choose, I don't know, like dance or music or drawing and stuff like that. And they get to pick whatever major they want. And that's what they're gonna be doing through the whole year. So instead of doing a bunch of different arts, they choose one art that they wanna pick and then they stick to that through the whole year. So as you can see, this school would work amazing for families that have kids that love to draw, love to sing, dance, again, photography, stuff like that, because they do have a lot of different, like I said, majors that will benefit those type of kids. Like my daughter, she loves dance, she loves music, so this is amazing for her. So you just have to be aware of what your kids like. And again, if they love the arts and so on, this is definitely the best choice for you. Now, in regards to applying to the school, it's a little bit different than the Fort Langley Elementary School, because this one here, you actually have to apply to get in it, okay? Now, you don't have to be living in Fort Langley, even though they give priority to residents of Fort Langley, but you have to apply and they have to accept you. Now, if you're trying to get a kid, let's say between the grades 6 and 12, you're actually probably gonna have to apply to the school, and they're gonna maybe do an audition or submit their portfolio of their arts, okay? Now, this is very competitive to get in here, so make sure that you do it early. And of course, for more information, of course, you can call them, you can visit their website, and of course, all the explanation on how to apply to the school is right there. All right, guys, now that you guys had a chance to look at both schools, let's talk about the key differences between the schools, okay? So first of all, if you're looking for a local, community-centered public school for younger kids, so up to grade 7, of course, the Fort Langley Elementary School is going to be great for you. Now, if your kids love the arts, the dancing, the music, the drawing, all that stuff, Langley Fine Arts is definitely the school for them. Now, there's usually 3 questions that I get from new residents here in Fort Langley in regards to school. So let's talk about those 3 questions, and then of course, you'll have the answers right here, okay? So the first question is, do I have to live in Fort Langley to attend these schools? And the answer is yes and no, depending what school is the one that you want to go to. So if you're looking to go to the Fort Langley Elementary School, yes, you need to live in the catchment area. So that means that you have to live in Fort Langley. They're going to ask you for proof of address, okay? So again, that's if you want to join the Fort Langley Elementary School. Now, if you're thinking about putting your kids at the Langley Fine Arts School, you don't have to live in Fort Langley, even though they do give priority to families that live in the area. Now, they also give priority to kids that have siblings already in the school. So for example, I have a daughter that started in kindergarten. Right now she's in middle school in the Langley Fine Arts. So whenever I wanted to enroll my son, it was easier because he had priority because her sister's already in the school. Now, the second question I get is, what's the difference in teaching styles? So let's talk about the Fort Langley Elementary School. So they do offer a traditional type education, but they do have a lot of hands-on teaching. So just like I mentioned before, they like to go into little trips to different parks and museums and so on. But they do have a strong community-focused type learning, okay? Now, in regards to the Langley Fine Arts, it does blend the academics, but it's mostly, or a lot of it, is based on arts-based learning. Okay, so that's the main difference. Now, in regards to the third question that I get is, how do I choose the right school for my child? Of course, you have to think about your unique child's interests and learning styles, okay? So if they're artistic, you know, you see them playing the guitar, you see them doing a lot of drawing and so on, of course, I would definitely go towards the Langley Fine Arts. But if you have a kid that's not too much into the arts and you want them to learn the traditional way, of course, the Langley Elementary School is probably the right choice for them. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much it for these 2 schools. I'm gonna definitely put the links for their website down below. So make sure that you check their website if you have any more questions, if you wanna contact them, if you wanna learn more about how to apply to the different schools. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you found this particular video helpful, please, of course, I would love for you to like, subscribe, and share the video with somebody that's thinking about moving to Fort Langley and they have kids and they don't know, of course, what school would be best for them. I would definitely appreciate it. But besides that, I will talk to you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.